In the last part, we saw Chu Xiao was thinking that if Xiao Jie felt sad about King Luo's death, would Yanshun feel regret over his actions that day? Year 780, August 20th, Mei Mountains, Xiaolu was defeated and died by the Hanshui River. In the same year, on the 1st of September, the three sons and two daughters of Xiaolu were decapitated in Mei Mountain, and Xiaolu's 21 generals were killed. General Shu Shu personally supervised the execution, and with his order, dozens of lives were lost in an instant. On that day, Mei Xiang entered, and on her clothes there were a few pristine white flower petals. Shu Shu called out to her several times before she responded and muttered, "I heard that King Luo's concubine, Lady Shu, has been found." Lady Shu? General Shu Shu's sister, Shu Peining. Shu Shu patted her own chest in relief. They finally found her. I heard that General Shu Shu lost both of his parents when young and was extremely doting on this sister of his. Now, after achieving such a great accomplishment for His Majesty, it would be such a pity if Lady Shu was to be embroiled within as well. Mei Xiang frowned very slightly, and her gaze was like a lantern covered by a thick layer of fog. Light from the candle, about as thick as one's forearm, shone on her face, revealing her pale complexion. Lowering her volume, her voice was tiny. "I heard she was found in Lofo Mountain. She was hanging by a dead tree, and both of her legs had already been eaten by wild wolves." Hearing that, Shu Shu shrieked and turned white as a sheet. Chu Xiao's heart also sank as a coldness rose within her heart, like smoke rising from incense. The strands of coldness coiled around, lingering. In the coldness of the night, the dance began yet again in Roufu Palace. Lady Jiming was already named the Rou concubine and became the most powerful woman in Xiaoche's harem. A few days ago, she had been confirmed by the doctor to be pregnant, and in a few days' time, she would head to the imperial villa for an environment best suited for the baby.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
In such a long night, the bustling was filled with a certain dread that seemed to be never ending. With that, another half a month passed as autumn came. After some rain, the atmosphere became cold and clammy. The lotuses started to whiter. The lake was full of blackened lotus leaves. Now in Jiwei Palace, there was no one left who had the mood to specially channel water into a hot spring just to make the lotus blossom last longer.
Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
After the upheaval, as the Shifu city was rather close to Mei Mountain, Chu Xiao's inn was also destroyed in the flames of fire. Mei Xiang, Jingjing, and the others could not help but feel disappointed. Xiao Che said that it was possible to rebuild everything, but Chu Xiao had already lost her interest. After all, she would not stay in West Ming for too long. Just like that, Chu Xiao stayed in Jinwu Palace, looking at the sun setting on the other side of the window. She patiently waited for the arrival of every new day. She had rarely seen Xiao Che since the incident involving King Lu. Although the Liang Empire had suffered many losses in terms of military strength, with the destruction of opposition and after absorbing the southwestern tribes' wealth, the treasury was richer than ever. Xiao Che suddenly seemed to have changed her personality and became busy. He became a rare sight in the banquets in the harem. In the autumn wind, time passed quickly. 2 months later, Chu Xiao woke up and opened the windows, only to see a thin layer of snow, and the sycamore trees outside seemed to have turned white. It had been long since they had seen any snow. Mei Xiang and the others were rather happy, and Jingjing even brought a few maid servants to play outside. Wearing a crimson cap, they looked so adorable. Yuwen Yue later had arrived. In the past few months, due to civil war in the Liang Empire, the pressure that Liang Empire had applied to the Wei Empire had been greatly reduced and allowed Yuan Yang to take a breath. Just last month, Yuan Yang took the opportunity and under the excuse of having a military exercise, brought the South Army to garrison the Western encampment that was only 15 kilometers away from Zhenhuang city. Yuan Che had been out and was not in the capital. Yuwen Yue quickly responded by bringing 5,000 of his bodyguards from Qinghai and stood before Yuan Yang. The stalemate lasted for 6 hours as the two camps started down at each other. If Wei Shui had not arrived, it would have been likely that a battle would happen. Thank you so much for watching. Stay with me, subscribe to the channel and like the videos. Don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified of the next part of the story. Thank you.